Coming up on this episode of Game Nights, it's finally time for us to rob that vault of that mysterious artifact. Will our plan work? Can we get past the guards? And what will be inside the vault? I'm telling you, you won't believe it even when you hear it. So stick around because it's time for Game Nights. This is Game Nights, episode number 38, recorded November 2nd, 2016, Neverwinter Heist, Chapter 5. Hello everybody and welcome to this edition of Game Nights, the show that plays Dungeons & Dragons for way too long. I'm Sean Jennings, joined as always by Dungeon Master Dan, and of course, Matt and Colby, my fellow travelers. Gentlemen, welcome back.
Hello.
I'm under the impression we have a pretty exciting adventure planned for this evening. Well, it could be the ultimate, might be the penultimate. I guess this would be the penultimate episode, assuming we finish in the second hour.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Well, we'll hope. Maybe we'll solve this in like 10 minutes and we can just take the night off and watch the World Series. Who knows? But this is going to be very exciting. We got our Neverwinter Heist. Dan, do you want to catch us up on where we're at?
Sure. So, if I recall correctly, you, in an attempt to get into this vault that you are tasked with getting something out of by a mysterious stranger, you went up to the wizard who sort of is like almost the locksmith of the vault. He sort of knows how to get into the vaults through the front doors. And he found out he was sort of under house arrest, and you killed all the guards. And now you're forcing this terrified, feeble old wizard to help you open these doors.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Okay.
What about the time we killed that guard?
Shh.
I just mentioned that part. You killed one guard, right?
A guard,
Yes.
yes.
A guard.
We did.
Yeah.
He was guarding.
Tried to seduce him first.
That's
That
right.
failed.
That
we
did
had to-
not work.
And Matt got to use his Zone of Truth on the wizard. That was pretty exciting.
That's true.
It was very action-packed. So we are in the wizard's chambers. There's a dead guard on the floor we're not going to worry about. And we were just about to leave to go attempt to enter the vaults.
Yep.
All right. You guys ready?
And what time of day is this, do we remember?
Well, we started drinking right after business hours closed.
Right.
We had a couple beers, then made our way upstairs, had a conversation. So what?
Right.
8 p.m.? I mean, it's evening by now,
Yeah.
I would think.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty late.
All right. So you're in this room.
All right. Let's go.
All
Let's
right,
go.
yeah,
Don't worry.
let's get out of this room.
So you're going downstairs, back up to the front door with the two guards.
Yes.
Okay.
How many dice did you just roll?
No, I just unleashed them.
I'm like, what trouble are we in
I
now? We need all the
unsheathed
dice. Oh my god. It's like you're
But
attacked by
you-
18 things at once. Oh,
All right. Who's gonna do the talking here?
I thought the wizard was going to do the talking.
So you're gonna tell him to do the talking.
Yes. Okay, as we're walking up to the door, but before we're in kind of, listening range of the guards, I say, all right, all you have to do is just smooth talk us in. And we're good from there. Just act cool.
What
Should
should
I
I
even
say
have
you're
to
doing?
smooth talk?
We're just customers. You're just taking us down to see the vault. That is it. You do this all the time. It's not a big deal. Regular operations. Just play it cool. We got your back. No worries.
He says, "What do I say to them?"
Just act like you normally would if you were going up to them during
He
business
says,
hours.
"But I don't normally bring customers into the vaults after hours."
By now, you
Tell
would think
them
we would have
tell them
reached the guards.
we're priority customers or something.
Yes, just explain that you're giving us the tour because we just recently purchased a vault. You're giving us the hands-on experience that a top-notch client would only get from this bank.
Okay.
We're VIPs, and you're giving us the VIP tour from yours truly. I know you're good friends with the guards. They'll expect you to be doing this.
I wouldn't say good friends
You're
necessarily.
tight. You're bros.
But
Bros
okay.
before hoes. Just tell them that.
So he starts to walk towards the two guards. And he goes up to them and he says, "Yes, well, I'm just here to show these new customers to their vault. And the guard says, "You can someone roll a perception check."
All right. You got it, Matt. I was terrible last time.
Okay. 14.
Okay, you can tell that like the guards are aware that like of what's this guy's name again? Archibald Snowfuzz.
Archie.
I need to bring up my sheet. Yeah, that he's are aware of his standing, so they know that he is not necessarily supposed to be out and about right now.
They're suspicious.
Yeah, so they say, this is a bit unusual. We'll have to have someone accompany you. And then they wave you through. The door opens. The magic drawing on the front door. They wave you through. One of the guards is waiting in the inside antechamber. And he takes you out. He starts to... he just follows you, basically.
Okay. And as the guards...
So...
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say as the guard, as we're walking into the chamber, but before the guard is within ear range, I whisper to the wizard. I say, "Just act like the vault we're trying to break into is actually our vault. These stupid guards won't know the difference. They don't know who owns these. They just protect them. We'll act like it's our vault. Play it cool. Just say you're opening our vault, and we'll act like whatever's in there belongs to us. Play it cool. You're doing great, buddy. You're doing great. We're gonna get you out of here. No problem."
So you're so comforting, Sean.
I really should take a hostage sometime. I'm very good at this.
Take a hostage, be a hostage negotiator.
Just play it cool, man. You guys want some pizzas in there? We'll get you some pizzas. It's not a problem.
I would love a pizza.
Been watching too many movies.
Okay. So Archibald sort of leads you down. This guard tails behind you. And he says, and which vault is yours? Archibald says this to you.
Oh, why, it's this one right down here, and I point to the one next to the one we actually own, but it's really the one we're trying to break into.
So you keep walking down the hallway, and you pass the other guard, who's a bit surprised, and he's as you pass, he sidles up to the other guard, and they talk. Someone make a perception check to see if you can hear what they're talking about.
I got it. Okay, or not. Who rolled that?
11.
Colby?
I don't think Matt has
What?
that.
What?
Do you want me to roll?
If you want to.
I rolled a 14.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
So you can't hear everything, but the other guard is basically, he seems to, there's something about a special delivery, and he's like asking if like this is the special delivery. That's all you get.
Special delivery. They're getting pizzas. Yes.
You get like an out of hours sort of transaction. Okay, so you make it up to the door, and Archibald's gonna open up this door.
Yes, he is.
You're just gonna do it right now?
Just again, acting cool, man. It's just like we own the place.
Okay.
Bum, bum, ba bum, bum.
So he is performing some complicated magic on this door. It's not a drawing. It's some sort of like, you don't know what, but it's not the drawing mechanism that you would normally use to get into these. And the doors secede into the walls, and the vault is open. Step inside.
Snap.
Well, no, you know what? Before I step inside, I would
magic.
like to do a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead here. I'm the only sober one. Are they still drunk?
No, they're not still drunk.
All
They're
right. That was strong stuff. Well, I only rolled a 12.
The vault is mostly empty. Sort of, not even in the middle, just sort of placed in there is one chest. It's like medium-sized.
I swear to God, Dan, you're doing a fantastic job as Dungeon Master. But if that chest is full of eggplants, I am done. I am out of here. I am quitting. I will never forgive you. Don't even think about it. As soon as I hear chest, all I think about is it's got to be full of eggplants.
It's a trick.
You're not with
Not
Matt
again. I'm having flashbacks to my previous life.
This is a safe place.
All right. Good. I was worried. All right. Guys, do we think this is like booby-trapped or anything?
Probably.
Oh,
Matt
regardless,
should
all
go-
right.
He's
I'll
a
wait
disposable
outside.
character.
Okay. Do we want to enter it?
I want to do a perception check.
All right. See if you can be more perceptive.
Wow, that's soft. I got a 9.
It's a chest. The room
What?
is empty.
It's a chest.
Empty other than that chest on the floor.
All right. Should we go in?
One of us should. I don't think all three of us should. Just in case. Who's feeling dangerous?
I'll go in.
Oh, okay, that
you
was
step
easy.
through the doorway.
All right. Step through the doorway. I nonchalantly walk over to the chest. I tap on it 3 times just to make sure everything's okay. And
Suddenly, a voice appears in your head. It says, "Who's that?"
Just grab it and run. Just grab it and run.
is this? Yeah, I don't know. Is this chest big enough for me to grab or carry with me?
Yeah, you could grab it.
I mean,
Okay.
Well, hang on. Let's time out. Can we take a pause here for just a second?
All right.
I'm concerned about our strategy since we don't have one. So one strategy, by the way, is just to grab it, try and kill everybody on the way out, and just hope we can escape.
I mean,
That's
would
kind
they
of been my
stop us
plan
from
all along.
walking out with the chest?
That's true. They might not. They think it's ours. So we could just,
Right.
or we can see what this voice has to say. I mean, we don't know what happens when you pick it up. It could be Indiana Jones style pressure switch. The big ball comes rolling down. We're all dead.
Am I
That's
the
fair.
only one that can hear this voice? Is it just like
Yes.
in my head? Or
Well,
what?
you don't know, but I just told you yes. You look
I'm
around.
the only one-
It looks like no one else heard that.
We could also
So
open
it's
the chest.
like some
Like
kind of
it might
mystic
be easier to sneak out with whatever's
That's
inside.
true. We
if
could just open the chest.
carrying a chest.
But it could be really booby trapped.
I think
Yeah.
we shouldn't open the chest because I think whatever's inside is some sort of terrible, horrific magic that could
Aren't you
destroy
curious?
It says, "Who? I don't recognize you. Who are you?"
Matt, you gotta make a decision quick. You gotta make a decision right now.
My name is Sean. I'm a dragonborn.
It says, "You don't sound like a dragonborn.
Rawr.
And meanwhile,
You smell like a dwarf. One that's been drinking."
Damn it. You know me too well, evil, disconnected body spirit. How about a drink on the house?
It says, "Before I let you touch this box again, I need to know, who are you? What are you doing here?"
I am a paladin of the mighty goddess
Says,
Dawn.
"Oh, great, paladins. Always going on and on about their gods and doing good work. I don't need any more of you people."
What do you mean, you people? What do you mean, you people? Disembodied voice.
and meanwhile, Colby and I can't only hear one side
It's
of this
just-
conversation.
That's right.
It's very confusing.
Yeah, what do you do?
We just stare at bewilderment at Matt and just hope he knows what he's doing. I give a look over to Colby. He gives a look to me. We both shake our heads.
Maybe we shouldn't have sent him.
You didn't really send him. He just sort of stepped in. It
Yeah, we
seems-
probably pushed him and said, "You do it."
Just then I get extremely angry and I take out my axe. And I whack the chest with the axe as hard as I can. Uh-oh.
It does nothing,
Okay, good.
and you take 1 electrical damage.
Oh, God. All right.
He says, "You think I haven't tried that?"
Think you haven't tried that? Are you trying to break into this chest, too?
I've been trying to break out of it for hundreds of years.
Bum, bum, bum!
Is that eggplants I smell?
Because I thought you'd been drinking.
Oh my god, wait, there's somebody trapped in the box?
All I need you to tell me is why you're here.
We want to set you free.
Only one other person has stepped into this vault before.
Voldemort.
You want to set me free.
Sure.
Roll a deception check. All right.
Deception is governed by charm. Okay. I got a 3.
He says, "No, you're not.
Damn. Okay.
You're gonna take me back to him, aren't you?"
Who's him?
Roll another deception check.
6.
I know what's going on here. It says, "You can't take me back to him." Question is why.
Why?
It was so boring. I don't want to just be someone's little tool for their entire lives. I want to do something greater.
Are you the kind of, let's just say, the kind of spiritual being that would be willing to grant one of us humans here, or dwarves, as it were, 3 wishes?
I can't grant you shit.
Oh, it was worth a try.
Yes, good try. I'm afraid
I'll-
magic lamps and genies only exist in fairy tales.
Right. How silly of me. So anyway, my dragonborn friend here, and
So that's your friend now.
our accomplice, the halfling elf, we want to bring you back to this mysterious cloaked figure so he can set you free for all eternity.
How about this instead? If you don't take me back, I will assist you with, although I cannot grant 3 wishes, I think you'll find my abilities to be very useful.
I think I need a little convincing. I want
Very
you to
well.
give my dragonborn friend over there the same kind of shock you gave me. That way, I'll know that you're telling the truth.
I'll give him an even greater shock.
Even better. Double or nothing.
Fetch me a piece of parchment.
Do I have that in my equipment? I have, yeah, all right. I have that in my adventurer's kit. Here you go.
Okay. He says, well, open it.
Okay, I opened it up.
Okay. Inside, you see this sort of it has the shape of a quill. It seems to be every color at once and material. Like it's simultaneously like every color in the rainbow, and sometimes it looks like it's made of wood, and sometimes it's metal, and sometimes it's not. Doesn't even look like something you've ever seen before. Constantly shifting, and you can tell that the voice is coming from this.
What is this?
He says, "Pick me up and put me to the parchment, and I'll show your friend something."
Okay.
You pick it up? Okay, you sort of enter into this dream state. Now, you two can see that he is writing something, really fast on this parchment with this crazy-looking quill thing.
At this point, I'm feeling very uncomfortable. I'm very bizarre. I'm seeing this thing that doesn't look like anything, but looks like everything, and it's weirding me out.
Okay. Is Matt still there?
Should we go in?
He's frozen.
Matt's really in a dream state now. This fugue state of just writing on this parchment.
Still going. It's quite a message.
Matt.
I'm still there.
Okay. There he is.
Okay.
Hello?
After
Oh,
like
yeah. All right. I was in my dream state.
after about 2 or 3 minutes, Matt, you snap out of it, and the quill sort of alights from your hand back into the box, floats
Okay.
down like a feather.
All right. So I snapped out of my dream state.
Yep, and you have this like text. You have this prose written on this piece of paper.
Okay.
It says, "Show that to your dragonborn friend."
Is it a shiny?
All right.
used
So I
scroll?
saunter over to Sean and I say, "Hey, Sean, look what I wrote on this piece of paper." And I open the piece of paper up.
And it's the complete works of William Shakespeare.
And Sean, roll a charisma saving throw.
Oh, God. I have some charisma. Lucky me. How about a 17?
You are completely overtaken by the sensation that you need to get this quill out of this vault and not give it to the man in the cloak.
Oh, man.
And you say as much immediately. You are like, we need to get this quill out of here. This is the #1 priority.
Oh, my goodness.
And then the quill turns to Matt and says, "See, I'm very useful."
Guys, we got to get this quill out of here and not give it to that bad guy. I have an overwhelming sense this is what we need to do.
What did the paper say?
It's weird. I don't remember even reading it. I just have this
No.
overwhelming sense.
You have a distinct. You can go on and on about the hundreds of years of injustices that have been committed. That it's a sentient being. It's basically enslaved,
It's this
and you're gonna-
otherworldly being.
and you're going to just like continue its enslavement. But you have this chance to end this injustice, and you are like 100% on
that's-
board with this. Now, Colby, you can try to read it if you want to.
Yeah, I want to read it.
Okay, you pick it up and make a perception check.
Perception. What is perception again? What's it based on?
Wisdom.
13.
The words, like, there are, much like the quill itself, the words are constantly shifting. Like, you stare at one section and it says one thing. It doesn't really make sense. Then you stare at the next one and it's something else. And then you go back and it's changed a little bit. But it's not, like, really making any sense. And then the quill says to Matt, if he's still here.
I'm still there.
Okay.
I'm a disembodied voice.
The quill says to Matt, says, "I can also be very targeted. That little letter was specifically meant for your dragonborn friend. Notice how compliant he is now."
Guys, what are we waiting for? Let's get this thing out of here.
What about the chest? Should we take the chest?
Well, we don't want the guards to see what we're taking out of here. I think we should put this being... Does this being have a name?
I don't know.
Good question.
Mr. Pen? The magic pen?
You can just call me the Quill.
All right.
I didn't have a good name.
No, that's fine. The latest superhero burning up the comic book charts, the Quill.
Yeah. So, I've had many names. I grow tired of all of them.
Okay, the Quill. I think we should put the Quill in the box to get him or it out of here, so the guards aren't suspicious. There's nothing suspicious about a small chest. That seems like a common thing one would put in a bank vault.
Yeah, let's just see what happens if we try to carry it out.
We didn't even try and open the box though. Like, what if the quill is like some magic? What if this is a trap?
I don't think the quill would do that to us.
I love the quill. All hail Quill.
I don't know what you're talking about. Quill's pretty. Seems like a really good guy.
Now the quill says to you, Matt, it's like, you need to talk some sense into your friends here. It won't be at all suspicious if you leave the vault empty-handed. More suspicious if you leave the vault with the chest. Remember, you're not supposed to be taking me out of here.
But how do we get you out of here, Quill?
Stick me into your fucking pocket.
Whoa! Look, I love Quill as much as the next guy, but language. Very inappropriate.
All right, Quill. You can ride with my dragonborn friend here.
I love Quill, absolutely. Come on over. Let's get you out of here. You deserve to be free.
I'm gonna open the chest.
No, don't open the chest.
The chest has already been opened.
Oh, really?
Matt opened it and saw the quill.
The quill came out of the chest.
Oh, I thought the quill was like in the parchment or something. So there's nothing else in the chest.
So you have the piece of parchment that Sean read and that you took and you couldn't make any sense of. And then the quill is in Matt's hand and the chest is open on the ground.
Have I seen into the chest?
You have not.
I'm going to walk over to the chest and look into it.
Okay, you don't see anything. It's a nice enough chest. It's got sort of this like pillow on the bottom.
Uh-huh. Kind of like lift up the pillow or something?
Sure.
All right.
There's nothing else
around
there.
in the chest a little. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
You get the chest itself was magic.
I see.
Is. You suspect if it closed, you might not be able to open it again.
Okay.
Perhaps. Maybe the quill has some sort of power over the chest. You don't know.
Okay.
Guys, we're spending a lot of time here talking and not a lot of time letting Quill go free.
Well, what if we put the quill back in the chest?
What?
What? Quill doesn't belong in the chest.
Oh, so we could.
Never
Oh,
came
so we could have Quill leave in the chest. Quill thinks that's a bad idea. I believe in the Quill.
Oh dear.
Yeah. I'm all for letting the quill be free. Quill needs to be free.
Okay. How about I carry the quill?
Oh, I don't know. Quill,
Quill says
what do
to
you
you,
think?
Matt, that's acceptable.
Okay, Colby, we can trust you.
All right. Take it. Took the quill.
Great.
Says, hello, halfling. How's the view down there?
Ooh.
Says, don't worry, I
Sometimes
spend most of my time on top of a desk staring at the ceiling.
Brutal.
At least the quill has a sense of humor.
So
The quill has had nothing but a sense of humor for the past 100 years.
Quill makes me feel good in my inside parts.
So what are you, Quill?
Says, I'm the greatest writer that has ever existed.
Are you a person?
Says, I don't know, am I a person? What's your definition of a person? But actually, let's talk about this after we get clear of this vault.
All right.
Unless you must ask.
I'm curious, but I'm fine with motoring on out of here.
Okay, and you're all in the vault now at this point?
Yes,
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, before we go, I have an idea.
Now, Archibald is surprised, but not stunned. He says to you, Sean, I told you there was powerful magic in this vault, but I could have never conceived of this. He looks a little horrified.
Can't imagine why.
I feel like this is one of those Pandora's box situations where the right thing to do is leave the quill in the vault and never speak of this again. But as all foolhardy adventurers, I'm sure we won't do that. So did you have something you wanted to say, Sean?
If we're ready to leave, I have an idea for how we can do that.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling we're going to get stopped by a guard on the way out. It can't be that easy. We're not going to waltz right out. So what I was thinking, if Quill maybe wanted to write one of those fancy Dan mind control notes to one of the guards, we could keep in our pocket for when we leave, and if the guard stops us, we hand him the parchment, bam, we're let free.
Yeah.
Quill, what do you think of this idea?
Will says anything to get out of here.
That sounds legitimate.
All right.
Everyone, roll a perception check real quick.
20.
18.
Okay,
14.
Matt. There's another set of people have entered into the chamber, and they seem to have gone into one of the other vaults.
At this
This
hour.
must have been the special delivery that
Oh,
you're
yes.
thinking of, that you had overheard.
I've perceived that.
Yeah, they are towards the front. They are in one of the frontmost vaults, so they're not nearby,
But we'd have
Okay.
to pass them to leave.
presumably.
Okay. Let's be as stealthily as we can then.
Remembering that there is still a guard right outside your door.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should just
All right.
continue.
I got an idea.
Well, we
Who's
have
holding
our
the quill right now.
me.
Okay, cool. Here's what you do: sneak up to the guard and stab him in the neck with the quill. The quill is made of magic,
Oh,
so he'll die on the spot.
I think we just need to play it cool.
The quill says, "That's not how magic works."
Although, let's be real, of all the ideas we've had in doing Dungeons & Dragons, that I don't even think that's in the top 5 worst ideas we've had. So I'm going to give Matt credit. Like, that's not the worst idea.
I'm just thinking like Assassin's
No,
Creed.
I think our quill permission slip is our best bet for a smooth exit from the vault.
Probably.
Quill says, "If you do that, you'll break my nip pen, my dip pen."
What?
Oh, if you stab someone.
Are you making pen jokes now?
I had to look up all the different parts of a quill.
Don't ruffle my feather.
Good one.
Bad jokes.
All right.
Quill,
so-
Quill, if you'll write that for us, we'll get going. We'll get you out of here.
Says, "Okay,
All right.
give me a piece of parchment." And who are you going to give it to? This piece of parchment.
To a guard. Do you need to know which guard?
It's most effective if I know exactly who to tailor it to.
What if we're okay with it being mildly effective?
Then sure.
All right.
But you're, yeah.
I'm willing to.
I'm
take
rolling
that.
that dice with you.
All right. Deal.
Okay.
I like it. I like things that
Who's
are
gonna
mildly
do the writing?
effective. Colby has the pen.
That's
I
true.
guess whoever has the highest. I don't even know what. Oh, sleight of hand. That's one of the skills
I don't have that. Does anyone have that?
governed by
The
dexterity.
quill says, "Your skill or lack thereof does not affect my effectiveness."
Okay.
I think Colby should be able to handle it.
I think yeah, Colby's got this.
Quill. Parchment.
All right. Boop. You
Okay.
you sort of enter into this fugue state. Yep, exactly.
I like that.
Eyes rolled into the back of your head, scribbling on this piece of paper, and you wake up and you've got this thing. It looks more or less exactly like the other one you saw. Doesn't quite make sense. It does talk about permission and high impact clients, but not in any real sensical order. But it is changing.
Excellent.
Sounds good.
All right.
Oh my god. What if one of the people is Madame Dubald?
Oh, then we're like super screwed. And
What if the quill writes a note for her?
well,
What?
I mean, she is a powerful wizard. I have a feeling she might be able to see through that. I mean, Mr. Wizard, Archie, knew that at minimum there was powerful magic, and he claimed she was more powerful than he was. So I question how effective that might be.
Okay. Fair enough.
The quill says, as much as it pains me to admit it, the Dragonborn is probably right.
Bam! Nailed it.
It says, for what it's worth, no one of any significant magical ability is in this vault.
Nice. Just sounds like a bunch of people we'll probably have to kill on the way out. I look forward to it.
Okay.
He says, although the wizard's tricks are cute.
Wow. Archie just lowers his head in shame.
You don't know if Archie can't hear.
He hasn't been listening. All right.
No, it's not. I should have pointed this out. It is not an audible thing. You hear him only in your mind.
But the three of us have heard all of this or some of this?
The three of you have heard everything I just.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Archie has not. Hey, by the way, before we leave, hey, Archie. And he comes over.
Yes?
Archie, we promised. I put my arm around his shoulder like we're buddies now because we've been talking all cool and stuff. I go, hey, Archie, we promised you if you wanted to leave, we were going to let you leave. And I was thinking, if you're interested, we'll have Quill write you a note to one of the guards that says you're free to go. And you can walk right out just hand it to the guard when no one's around and you'll be free to go, man. So your call. You want to stay, you stay. You want to go, we'll get you out. We got your back, man. You get us out, we'll get you out. What do you say?
He says, I feel like the die is cast. I must leave now, if I am to leave.
Excellent. Excellent. Mr. Colby, can we get another...
So there will be no other suspects except me when they find out what has gone missing.
Excellent. Once again, ruining people's lives. That's what we're here for.
All right. Well, back into the trance, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you don't need that because he's going to leave with you.
Oh, he's just going to
our
walk
note
out.
will work. Okay, good.
Okay.
All right, good. So he's with us. All right, the four of us. Guys, are we ready to go? Are we ready to do this?
Let's do this.
All right, we've spent enough time in here trying to figure out how magic pens from outer space work. Let's do this. Now, Dan, we're all in the vault, so I want to peek my head out and look and see what's going on in the hallway.
Okay, perception check.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay. You don't see anyone in the hallway. There's a guard standing out sort of from where you're standing, the furthest to the leftmost vault, all the way down the hallway. And inside that vault, there are... You think there are dwarves inside that vault, and they're sort of hefting around some crates.
Can I tell if the vault door is open or closed?
It's currently open.
Okay, but there's nobody in the hall. They're all in the vault.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell how many voices there are, or just that there are voices?
You think like between 3 and 5 people are in that vault.
All right, man. I got to roll natural 20s more. This is very specific. All right, guys. Do we want to just try to proceed towards the exit and hope for? I don't know what other option we really have.
I think that
other than just act like regular generic.
Well, yeah, or we
patrons.
should start just killing people now, but that doesn't seem.
Well, let's leave that option as like the last
I think
resort.
we should try and get out like past the magical door first and foremost.
I mean, so far we've gotten all the way into a vault to steal a super powerful magic pen, having to only kill one guard. I consider that a massive success. This whole line of...
You don't get the pacifist trophy at the end of the mission, but still.
You get like nearly like the 90%.
Yeah, we did pretty good. So let's keep that train rolling. All right, guys, I think we can leave. So Dan, we're gonna step out of the vault. We'll have Archie close it and seal it, so there's no open vaults. Mm-hmm. And then we'll go down the hall towards the exit.
Mm-hmm. So you're walking. You pass past the vault that's open.
Mm-hmm.
You can look inside There are a bunch of boxes. There are 4 dwarves inside. Sort of just like they have this cart filled with stuff, and they're just offloading things onto it, into the vault.
Okay.
You get to the antechamber, and the guard says, "Now hold on. It's the protocol that and any after-hours visitors have to be logged, and we just have to make sure that everything's in order."
Okay, that seems fair.
So he takes you over to this logbook, and you're filling out like names and birthdays and all these things. And he says, "Now, did you take anything out of your vault?" And he looks at through the ledger, and he says, "That's vault 7, the one on the right."
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And we did not remove anything from the vault.
Okay. Roll a deception check.
I rolled a 6.
He says, "The ledger here indicates you haven't deposited anything in your vault yet."
That's why we didn't take anything out of it.
You just said you did take something out.
No. I'm sorry. No, Dan. Honestly, I swear I said we did not take anything.
Okay.
I don't want him to think we took anything.
Okay.
I thought Sean said we didn't take anything too.
Oh, okay. Maybe I misheard that.
All right.
He says, "Okay. Okay." And so he walks you up to the front door, and the stones, sort of magically open on his command. And waiting outside is the regional branch manager and 4 heavily armed guards pointing their spears directly at the vault.
All right, invisibility cloak time. Who's got one?
This is Harry Potter,
oh.
Matt.
He says, "I hate to startle you in such a way," and he's like, clearly a little bit out of it because he was drinking, and I think he probably went to sleep. He got woken up. Seems a little grumpy. Says, "There was a disturbance in the vault. Something may have been taken. I'm sure it's no big deal. We just can't let anyone leave until we've ascertained the security of all of our vaults."
I am very glad to hear that, Mr. Regional Manager. There were some very suspicious dwarves down there moving all sorts of boxes to and fro. I put my own belongings here. I'm an owner of a vault here. I would expect security to take this as seriously as possible. Before you begin your search, my colleague has a note he'd like you to take a look at.
Okay. He reads the note.
Come on.
He says, "Who wrote this?"
I'm sorry?
I did.
Now,
Oh wait, no, I didn't.
We found
Now
it
the-
in the bowl.
now the quill says to Colby, says, "You said you were going to give it to a guard."
Oh, what? Let me guess. It's from the regional manager. That would be something we would totally do. This isn't my signature.
Luckily for you, he says, "This doesn't make any sense. Did your drunk dwarf friend write this?"
Hey,
Yes.
wait. Trumbelina, you told us this was a legitimate letter.
I understand this was a night for celebration, but I just have to ask everyone to step back into the antechamber just for a couple minutes. We just need to do a routine check. I will investigate those dwarves you mentioned. Their delivery was highly irregular. Although I must admit, as I was surprised to see you here as well.
Well, we've been here all evening having a celebration, but that's okay. I understand. Hang on. Time out. I want to do... You guys ever watch, like, Saved by the Bell? Zach would do the timeout and everyone would freeze. That's a reference only I get, right? Timeout. I think we got 2 options here, right? We can either go into the vault and play along and hope we get away with it. Now, we didn't really do anything that suspicious, and I'm assuming Quill can disguise himself as a regular-looking pen, so we can't, it's not like we don't have anything on our persons that's suspicious. But My concern is we're going to be inside the antechamber. We're essentially trapped. The only way we get out is by being cleared of all wrongdoing. Or we can take on these 4 heavily armed guards right now and just try to get out without having to go back into the antechamber. Which of those sounds like a better plan to you guys?
Taking out the guards.
Wow, Matt didn't even hesitate. Not for a second. He knew what he wanted from day one.
Do we have any sense for how heavily armed the guards are?
Would you like to make a perception check, Colby?
Absolutely.
Okay. You're going to size up these guards.
Oh, gosh. 7.
So there's something familiar about their uniforms. They are wearing plate armor uniforms, black, with big shields, spears. They have a sword holstered on them as well. They do not look like they're messing around.
Yeah. Maybe we should go back.
You know what? I want to know what Quill thinks.
Quill would
He's in here with us.
It's true.
Quill says, I agree with the Dragonborn's first intuition. I think it's unlikely that they will know what to look for in that vault. Although, did we close the chest?
I almost
Says-
thought that. Bother.
Says, I think, if it were me, I do not trust my life, my freedom, to your ability to take down those Zentarum guards. He says,
Fair
and
enough.
by the way, what hole have you been hiding under where you haven't heard of these people? These are bloodthirsty, merciless killers. I would hesitate to even call them mercenaries.
They're bad dudes. Bad
They're-
hombres.
Yes.
Bad home.
Extremely expensive. Bad hombres.
I don't know. We're a couple of bad hombres. I'm just saying. Okay, maybe not. All right. We can go back into the vault. I don't think any one route has any better luck than the other, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
So we can go back in. We've played it cool from this point on. We got Archie on our side. He's going to vouch for us.
Let's do it.
All right. Of course, Mr. Regional Manager. Let's step inside. It is of my top priority to get to the bottom of this and make sure this bank is safe and secure, and then we can all go on our way and enjoy our evenings. We were moving on to the bar to continue this celebration. We were hoping you could join us, but let's get this taken care of first, and then we can go from there. Sound fair?
Sort of looks at you askance and gestures you to go into the antechamber.
Of course, and so we do. And sadly, we have got to stop there for this episode of Game Nights. Will our travelers survive the interrogation from the regional bank manager, and can they escape with Quill? You're going to want to tune in next time to find out. How can you do that? The best way, our website, gamenightstv. Go there, get all of our episodes, past, present, and future. Keep up with the story, and of course, click that big green subscribe button. It gives you links to all the places you can subscribe to the show, like iTunes, Stitcher Radio, SoundCloud, and most major podcast apps, and how you can follow us on sites like Twitter at gamenightstv and on Facebook, facebook.com/gamenightstv. We will be back next week with even more from this exciting heist. To see how it concludes, you're going to want to stick around for that. So on behalf of Dungeon Master Dan, Matt, Colby, and myself, I thank all of you for joining us and hope we see you next time for even more exciting adventures here on Game Nights.